early, and we are with
6 minutes.
lots of other people. As you can see, we are in the sea of tourists, and we're here to see the astrological clock do its thing on the hour. And so I wanted to just jump on and say hello, October 1st. Right?
Yep.
Jamil's birthday. My friend Jamil. Happy birthday if you're watching. And we're going to swing you around to show you the clock. So there it is. So if you look to the right of the other clock, the main clock there, you'll see a little skeleton. It will start with him when he rings the bell. So until that starts, we're going to go ahead and just show you up so you can walk to the top of that as well, which we haven't been able to do. We'll just kind of swing you around. This is the main square here in Prague. And if you happen to be on right now, can you let us know how the visual is? And I checked, and I think I am okay in terms of volume today. And a couple more minutes for that. We're going to swing you around. The sun is shining in the square today. We have so much to tell you from our day today. I felt like we walked. I wish we put the relive on, so we had it because we probably walked 10 miles today.
No. Did you buzz? 5
Oh yeah,
miles?
a long time ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I feel we walked more yesterday.
We'll
and
have
we just
to,
buzzed at home.
We'll have
We
to
took
check.
a tram and stuff.
We'll have to just check.
Huh. Really, it felt like a lot yesterday, but it was only less than 5 when I asked.
Yeah.
But we took transportation today, so
Not for much though. Just a little.
up the whole hill and back down again over to the Jewish quarter.
We walked down the hill. Then we took it over to the Jewish quarter.
But why don't you tell them about you went to the Jewish quarter?
Hi Tony. How is the visual? Is it looking okay? Because we're early, I don't want to talk about today, the events of the day yet. So we're just going to just swing you around so you can take a peek again.
I know, I'm watching her clock. It says 5:58. I'm watching your clock.
Yeah. Here we have another selfie stick up there. We wish we could tell you the details. We've read about it. There's so much to this clock. Wish we had somebody standing near us that could tell us a little bit more about it. Today, what was today like? Today was warm, cold, warm, cold, warm, cold. It was just a day of taking on and off our jackets. But it's nice now. It's a little crisp in the air.
I wish I could. My phone died, so I have video that I shared going backwards, watching everybody's faces. That was pretty cool. But I can't do it now because it is dead. But if she won't be able to turn around, but you probably can before the minute is up.
After the show, I can swing it around.
It'll be gone. But it's pretty amazing to watch everybody's phones. You maybe you can kind of see at the bottom there, all the people.
Yeah.
With their phones up in the air.
So, okay. Hi, underscore KJ. This is the astrological clock in the main square in Prague. And we are going to be seeing a show, and here it starts.
Those are the saints. Can you name the saints?
And you see the skeleton on the right ringing the bell.
The chalice, it must be a saint. This is the first time we've really seen it.
And then it ends with the rooster. And yeah.
And
sea of
that was the first time we
people.
really saw it. The saints, anyways. And I didn't hear the rooster before.
Yay! So we got to see that with you. So let's make our way out of the crowd.
We're to Rundberg, Germany, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and everybody disperses.
All right, we're gonna go into the main, and we're gonna show you around the main square. So come with me. I'm gonna swing you around. Walking to
Why don't we let people go? I don't want to go
墨尔本的
big
那个
crowd.
钟，那个天文钟，它是
Let's just let people go first.
It is a lot of people, but they only come and hang out in this one tight little spot on the hour every day to watch the clock. Otherwise, it's been pretty dispersed. It does look like a lot of people in the main square, but overall, it hasn't been too bad. We're gonna swing you around so you can take a look at the front. It's a very impressive sculpture, piece of architecture, that
Hi,
is
Jan.
for sure.
Way too many people. Well, it's just because of the clock. They all disperse.
Yeah.
It's not as. This is October 1st, the beginning of the down season. I don't know, what do you call it? The off season.
Yeah.
So
But it's not bad. And I mean, it's just so magnificent.
And this is the
beautiful.
main square as well. So most
Yeah.
people are here.
Yeah.
80% of people are here, and there's so much more of this city. And you can find nooks and crannies. So it's really one of my favorite in Europe. It's my favorite, I have to say, and I've been to a lot of them. So much to see. About 4 days you need at least, I would say. It's like
Yeah.
being in Rome, 4
Other-
days.
yeah.
Wait. You can get a little paddle boat and go through canals. We found canals like kind of like Venice. I've never been to Venice, so I can't say, but people, it's safe to paddle.
Oh, and don't get run over by the horse.
And it's affordable, but I think October 1st they probably close a lot. September is probably the best month, May or September.
And it's another church over there. Again, you can see the architecture down that street. It is just beautiful, magnificent.
And show them to the right here. What are they called? The smoke towers?
Not smoke towers.
Black towers?
Spires.
Smoky towers or something they're called.
Sun is shining on them today.
And this guy here on this big rock
Let me swing back
is
around.
the equivalent, they say, of the Martin Luther King Jr. in the 9th century, something like that. And he revolted against the church, where he believed every person should have the
wine.
body, not the body of Christ, but
blood
the
of
wine,
Christ.
the blood of Christ. And the church actually
Had an issue with that.
yeah, a big issue, and they unfortunately burned him at the stake.
Yeah.
But here he is, and now we are able to
Celebrate him.
We went to the Communist Museum today.
Let's find out a bench.
Here.
Let's sit down right over here.
There was
And talk about
a lot of history with the Czech Republic and communism.
We're gonna have a seat because we literally have done a ton of walking today. So yeah, so I guess we'll work backwards. So the last thing we did was go to the Communist Museum. Great or just
History.
a ton of information, ton of history,
You
and it was
read
great
it.
because it was in English.
Yep.
So you could take your time and go through it. We were there for a while.
There's a lot of history in this country, and
Oh, and you know bits and pieces, but when you read it all, it's just like you have to process it afterwards. There's just a lot of
you can look it up. I don't want to go into it.
Yeah.
It's very emotional. Like
Yeah.
you need to process with somebody after you leave this museum.
yeah.
Anyways, we'll go on to something else.
So before that, we had a great pizza,
Yep.
and we met a wonderful local girl.
Oh yeah, and Erin, I got your answer about the recycle and the trash collection. We talked. She actually sat at the table. She was our waitress.
But she was great.
She
She was
lives
just hanging out with
in
us.
Prague 3, so she lives here.
Yeah,
And
she
she's
went to
from,
I didn't get that.
not from Czech Republic, but from another country next door.
Yeah.
She was going
She-
to the University of New York. That's
in
here,
Prague.
in
So
Prague.
the University of New York has
Their
a
city.
branch, a sister university here in Prague, which is pretty cool.
It was very affordable, she said.
Yeah,
For
very very affordable.
So-
And then before that, I went to the Jewish Quarter, and Aaron wants to know the answer. I went to the Jewish Quarter, and that was another really heavy experience.
Did it-
They
I didn't go, so I'll let Sue talk about it.
So they there's the old Jewish cemetery there, and they were excuse me, a little tickle bug. They were all the graves are just kind of like on top of each other, and because the cemetery was so small and they didn't have any other places to bury people, so
Because
it's-
they were in this ghetto. It was a Jewish ghetto. It was
Yeah.
before the Holocaust.
yeah,
And they were in a little,
Very
maybe
small
how
area.
a very small area that's not walled in a museum. And
yep.
weirdly enough, Hitler started this museum and
Yeah.
put all the relics there. That
Yep.
it's a whole story. You have
Yeah.
to look it up.
That's another thing you have to look
It's
up.
another thing to process. But
And then on the wall in the museum are all the names of the Jewish people that had been killed.
I think
here.
85,000.
Yeah, and then they actually somebody's reading the names over the intercom, and it was pretty, again, just pretty heavy.
Lots of history here. Lots
Yeah.
of hard history, but they've been liberated, I guess you can say, for 35 years.
Not long.
No.
Not long.
So in 1989 is when 1989 I graduated from high school, and that's when they liberated. And there's a whole history on that, and it's depressing, but now they are.
And now
So-
it's and they were lucky that Prague was not bombed and destroyed
Right.
during
It
the
was
war.
The only one, almost. The
Yeah.
most preserved.
Yeah.
And Germany took it over and occupied, and then, was it Stalin? No.
It's just a
And
lot.
then Russia helped them. It's just a whole history. So, we haven't eaten dinner yet. We don't know where we're going to go, but we're going to do a local goulash. We haven't had goulash yet.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about what we did this morning.
Oh,
The palace. We're walking
well,
backwards.
okay, we do the palace. Go ahead.
So we were, how long do you think we were in the palace for? Like maybe 3 hours? Walking
2
around.
hours or 3 hours.
And we saw the changing of the guard, which was
neat.
really cool. And you'll see that in the video for the day. And it was just beautiful. So it's kind of their equivalent to the White House, except theirs is this. There's lots of buildings. There's churches.
Like the Swiss Guard, right? In Italy.
It's
That kind of changing of the guard.
yeah, and it was really just really cool just to see everything. And to just walk through the whole palace, and that was up
It
in the
was
hill.
very neat. And we're going to change our scenery because we can walk around. So
Oh,
where
yeah.
would you like to go? And then we'll finish our story.
Should we here? I got an idea. Should we just
Somewhere
turn
we
this
can
way?
sit. Oh, okay. Good, yeah.
There.
Oh, okay. So where are
Um,
we? We're going backwards. We took the tram. Oh,
Yeah.
it's all uphill to get there, even though
To the palace.
the palace from where we are staying in Prague 1. That's the castle area. So we're below the castle. It's a 13-minute walk
It's
uphill.
the lower
Oh, it's the lesser.
yeah, it's called the lesser.
It's called the lesser. It's a wonderful place to stay.
Yeah.
Our place, I can't look it up. We were going to tell them where we're staying. I would stay there again in a second.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were on the balcony. It was a shared balcony. It was beautiful. And then I found out they have a fountain and a garden in the back on the ground floor also for us to use.
Ah.
And bikes, free bikes. So anyways, where are
and
we?
then go back even further to the sunrise.
Okay, well, there's a story. 2:30 in the morning, a train like derails or a tram. Something happens.
We're not sure what it is.
We hear the screeching for about a half hour.
Yeah, in
And
the
then
middle of the night, and
we
it just
both
echoed.
dream about trains.
Let's turn this way. That guy's right
We
behind
wake
us.
up.
Yeah.
Dreaming about trains, and then I could never go back to sleep, and that was 2:30. I laid in bed till 5. Oh, it was horrible, but I feel fine, but I'm sure I'll be in bed early. And then I woke up and I went and watched the sunrise on the Charles Bridge, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, she got video of that, and that'll be in the today's summary day.
These will probably be the best videos, so I know you can't wait to see them. I know I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm staying. What do we have? I live
in a small county town. Oh.
Let's see.
Oh.
All right.
Interesting. So, if you have any questions about anything from us, let us know. I know that we keep saying look it up, but there's so much information, so much history here.
So great.
It is definitely a city worth coming to. I would highly recommend visiting Prague and spending enough time here to enjoy it. And I guess there's great areas to go outside of the city as well that are worth visiting.
And then we will post where we stayed, right?
Yeah, yep,
Okay.
always. And
In the
we always
video.
do every
Okay.
day. Yeah. So we're gonna swing around one more time.
And I think
So tomorrow, Tony, this is a very sad answer. We're flying back home tomorrow.
although I'm excited to see my family. It's been 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. So, we fly back tomorrow, and then 4 days after that, I fly back down to Mexico for the winter. So it's going to be kind of a culture shock.
But
Going backwards, really hot. I'm really enjoying this cool weather. As you can
I got
see, it's not as cool tonight. Anne-Marie doesn't even have a jacket on. I have no hat on. But I got to work there, Tony. But it's beautiful. There is a tropical depression heading that way. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a hurricane because they just got hit with one.
for the second one of the season already.
Yeah, so hopefully
Yeah.
it won't get hit. But maybe I will. Hi, William. Thanks for joining us. So anyway, should we just swing around one more time before we say goodbye?
Sure.
All right.
I'm definitely coming back.
Yeah.
I didn't even see half of the stuff here.
I know.
So.
It is one of those places that we both are like, we could live here.
Oh yeah, this would be the place I'd pick. Not here at the square corners. Not even in one of those places, but I love staying in Lestertown. It's outside,
Yeah.
and I could live there.
Yeah, it's a miracle. I'm so happy though that
Hey.
you get to see this. So we're gonna swing around. You've seen us enough. Swing around one more time. So you can see the beautiful, beautiful buildings in this square. And
Say goodbye to Prague.
goodbye,
Might go
Prague.
see some jazz tonight. I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah,
We
Tony,
need to
it is
plan our-
beautiful. It
plan
is.
our-
We are meeting up with a friend,
yeah, we
Claudia.
forgot.
Claudia, we
Funny
met.
story.
So we're coming back to tell you this one because this is a great one.
Yes.
Go ahead.
ahead.
You want to tell it?
Okay, so this morning I'm like, okay, I'm gonna grab the bikes. I'm gonna go up on the hill to see a sunrise. Because I looked up where's the best place in Prague. Up on the hill. It's a 13-minute walk up. But I'm like, I have free bikes. I'm gonna take the bikes out. I go get them. I don't find them pretty much. I'm looking. I'm trying the key. So I WhatsApp my bed and breakfast owner.
Or you thought you would?
And I thought I did, but I WhatsApped Claudia, the doctor we met in Portugal in March.
yes,
she
on
lives
the
in
Camino.
Prague.
On the Camino.
Because it said Prague and I was half asleep and it was like 6 in the morning.
But it was a great mistake.
It was, because she's like, are you sisters in Prague? And we're like, yes, we have one more night. So we're meeting up with her tonight.
Yep. In
at
about
7.
about 7 o'clock. So it'll be so
So,
cool. So when you meet people on the Camino, you just never know where you're going to see them again. It's pretty exciting.
So that's the story.
Yep. And let me see. Okay, one more swing. And the sky is really great backdrop for the.
It looks fake, doesn't it?
I know it does.
Like a fancy painting.
Oh, I'm gonna miss this
Fancy.
place.
They have a museum here for everything. I saw a pedicab museum today.
Yep, everything. Absolutely everything. All right, we're going to end on this. So, Sisters to Santiago, signing out from our wonderful trip.
See you later.